What is up, guys? So, for one, it may sound echoey in here. Echoey, that sounds weird. Echoey, I guess, in here. And I'm in my garage. This is the only free space I have right now. Wow, things are being transformed in the house. So, also I have a cold, so if you hear me clear my throat from time to time, it's because it's scratchy right now. Anywho, so what up? This Paul and Options. I am here to help y'all out. I am here to make trading easier for y'all. Okay, this is the number one thing people ask in my Discord. This is the number one thing people. I see people online, and the reason why people get in Discords and they leave Discords so early, or they're not satisfied with something, because a lot of these discords out here are giving out signals. Like my Discord, if you're in my Discord, I give out signals. In my light version, I give out like 4 signals a day. They're really good and stuff like that. I chart all of them myself. Ain't no chat GPT stuff over here. I make sure everything is 100% mine, 100% real. Also, my admins do the same thing. Okay, so the thing is this though, people get in these discords and they do not know how to chart signals. Signals is like the easiest way to make money. Now, you do have times where it's not always going to go your way. It's not always going to go your way. The market will do what the market wants to do. Okay, we have to know that the market's going to do what it wants to do. Okay, so not all signals are 100%. You may get in one, you may lose. You may be like, oh crap, I don't know what just happened. Blah 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 blah. But you got to use your own wisdom, your own confidence, and your trading to get out of stuff. So right now, I'm going to make this as simple as possible on how to trade, how to chart up signals, and how to enter. Okay, this is for if you're in my Discord. This is for if you're in any Discord. It doesn't matter. Okay, charting stuff, that's a whole nother level. But I'm about to show y'all something. So on my Discord, I charted this for everybody. This was today. I charted QQQ for some call outs. I had some things to do, so I couldn't be in the Discord today. So I made sure I gave everybody signals. So what I'm doing now, I rewinded this everything. So I'm gonna show y'all what to do. So the only tool you need is this tool right here. It's called the horizontal line. You can go over here in this section. See, if you look up top, you see right here. Go below that. It may not be sitting up here, so what you gotta do is click this little itty bitty trend line arrow right here. Click that, and then you find it. That's all you need. So the signal that I gave out was a 602.05 for a call. That was the first one. So what I did was, you can zoom in on your map if you need to. Definitely zoom in if you need to. Okay, make it as big as you want. But so I went up here. I said, okay, let me find 602.5. I'm not going to get it exactly accurate. So we'll go right here with like a 602.3. And then I said, I think I was down here or something. I think it was a far spread. I wanted to make sure, if it went there, it was going to keep going when it got there. So then, I came back up here. It's already still highlighted. Let me go ahead, and if it's not highlighted, then touch it again. Click on it, bring it down here. And I believe I did like a 590, 591 or 591 something. I don't know. Anyways, I charted on the 15. Let me switch up to the 15. Okay, yeah. No, I did a 592. So let me give it that. Bring that back up here. I think I did a 592. I think I was right here. Okay. So most people, when they chart, if you're charting signals, they're usually charting on the 15. And me personally, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I enter on the 5 minute. Okay, it's been proven for me and a lot of other traders out there, to each his own if that's not something what you do, but that's how it works for me. So look, I charted this up. Okay, I didn't get exactly where I wanted to, but it was close enough, because I said I think I had like a 6025 for them. So like you can zoom in, you could pull this up like this, click on this side, pull that up. Then you want to click down here, pull this out, make it bigger. Okay, now let's go to the 1. Let's go to the 5. I don't go down to the 1, don't go down to the 2. So this is from earlier. This is yesterday's candle. So the next candle that comes up when I hit play will be today's candle. So look, you're already done. Like, they do call outs. They say, hey, calls above this, puts below this. Now you didn't mark it up. Now all you really have to do is just wait until it goes past your line that you just put. This is your line you put. This is your line you put. If it comes down here and it closes, I'm gonna show you what a close means. Here we go. So, boom. The day is going. The market's open. We're just watching. This is a time down here. Okay, so look, things are going up. Boom. Oh, hold on now. That's one candle. Okay, but I'm on the 5 minute now. I need to wait till this candle completely closes. Let me zoom in for you. I need to make sure this candle is completely closed. When you let the candle close, it gives you the best opportunity for it to continue up or down in that direction, okay? Gives you the best opportunity, okay? Like I said, this is some easy stuff. So, we're here. What happens with the next candle? If this candle closes, the next candle. Oh, okay. So this candle closed up here, and what happened? It stayed up here. So this is the candle I enter on. Okay, when this candle opens up, because it's up here, this is the candle I enter on. Okay, now there's always that possibility that this candle will actually drop back down, but that's okay. Okay, that's where stop loss comes in. You know, if you don't want to lose too much money, but like all traders know, it's usually like 80% of the time when it crosses your line, if it's charted correctly, if it crosses your line, or the Discord person, whoever is putting these signals out, if they charted it correctly, they got a good background and everything. When it crosses over, there is a huge chance that even if it does dip back down, it's going to come back up. Even if it does go down here and comes back up, it's a huge possibility that it'll keep going. Okay, 80% chance. It's proven fact all over the place. You can Google it if you want. So it's up here. Boom. Let's see what happens. Now we're in this candle. Okay. Next candle. Boom. Okay, good. We're making money. Boom. We're still making money. Oh, we're making good money. Okay. Okay. Whoa, hold on now. So what's going on here? So we have something called stall out. That's what I call it. I don't know what everybody else calls it. And so here's the issue where people, a lot of people get skittish and mess up. So it got up here, and you see this is on the 5 minute. So this came up here and has been testing this 605 area 3 times. Okay, 3 times. Now, usually when you could, I mean, right here, if you look at it, this is like if you go all the way up to this candle, this is like a $4 move, literally almost $4 move if you go to the cents wise. But if you're looking at it, you're like, okay, so should I get out or should I not? Now, your best bet is as a day trader, you take profit. My thing I do is I say, hey, look, you get to 20%, especially if you have multiple contracts, then cut some. Okay? You got 5, 6 contracts, 2, 3 contracts, cut some. Save your profit, 20%. I love 20%. 20% helps you compound, 20% helps you grow your account, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, how do you know when a cap out is coming, when it's going to stop pushing up? Okay, when is a good area? That's when you go back here to the 15. You see up here in the corner? So you see the 5 to 15. I'm going to click on that. Okay. Oh, okay. So now I'm looking here. I'm like, okay, well, let me go back and look some over here, and you see where this area right here is hitting a resistance area. So this is some things they're not going to tell you. But when you look back and you see a resistance area, that's your area to know. Let me see, can I find a circle? This is your area to know on this chart that when it gets up here, you have all these touches, Let me add a little trend line so I can show y'all right here of all these touches. You have all these touches right here. Okay? When you get all these touches, that means this is the area of resistance. Okay? So there's a oops, let me take that off here. There's a possibility that if the market's not running right, price may stop here. The bulls might, or people buying in and stuff like that, they might say, okay, well, this is how far we wanted to go. It's going to be a fight. We can get into the hammers and stuff later in another video. But I'm doing this for the people who just trade signals. They just want to make some money. And like I said, if the person who is calling out these signals are good, this stuff will be foolproof. You'll continue to make money for as long as this stuff works. But if not, then you're lost and they charted it wrong and everything is going to go straight to the ground. But that's okay. So that's why I'm here. But like I said, this is the area right here where you say, okay, well, I probably need to get out. Let me cut some profit because it's a possibility it could come down or it could come back. It could keep pushing up. Okay. So how do we know this? Let's keep it going. This is on the 15 now. I moved it to the 15 so I can show y'all. So let me hit play. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was the area where price, rejected this resistance area. Okay, so it hopped all the way back down. Like I said, when you see a level, look back on the chart. Okay, don't just rely on the person that is calling out, these levels and stuff like that. These calls and puts or calls above this, puts below that. You need to actually go back and look at levels to know where is the next level. There's going to be some resistance, so you can say, okay, this is my exit. This is where I'm going to get out at. Okay, this is where I'm going to cut my contracts. Okay, so I can save profit because you get this down here and you're like, oh, okay, crap. I might stay in just a little longer. Then you have this. This is the a 15 minute. Let's go to the 5. So yeah, it was a steady trend down. So since it was a steady trend down, you could have got down here. Now you're still in the green, but you only got a few dollars depending on how much can you contract. You still got time to get out. Okay, still got time to get out. So make sure you take profit when you see, look back and you see touches, and you see them touches up there, and it's like, okay, cool. So when the touches happen, you can come straight across and come right to it. Look at that. It lines straight up. Price rejected, came all the way back down. Okay, so what did we learn today? We learned how to chart signals. This is all you need to know. Just understand support and resistance. Same thing on the other side. If it goes down, it is eventually going to get down to a certain level. It is going to test that certain level. And it's going to be like, okay, do I want to keep pushing down or do I want to stop here? This is why I preach so much multiple contracts. Yes, you do multiple contracts. It's a possibility that Trump says something, Bassett says something, some news comes out, data comes out and stuff like that, and everything goes down and you lose more money, but you have a better opportunity when you do more contracts to, if it gets up there, you take your profit, you keep your runners. Okay, you keep it running, you let it go, see where it goes. If not, put a stop loss or take profit. So it goes down to a certain point, you take your profit, you say bye-bye. Okay, so this is what y'all need to know. This is simple stuff. It's simple stuff. This will keep y'all making money. Like in my Discord, my signal, my other admin signals, they run straight. Everybody makes money. Everybody's happy. I'm glad they're making money. He's been putting out signals all the time. I just started now putting out signals because I just opened up a whole nother section for the light part of my Discord where it's nothing but signals. You get 4 signals a day and you use them, and I want them to watch this video. I want you to watch this video if you're in my Discord or anybody else's Discord. Okay, not just mine, anybody else's. Use this. Use this. Like I said, when you wait till things close over, like I'm gonna show you again, when you wait till this candlestick on the 5, okay, I not everybody does this but me. I wait till the candlestick on the 5-minute chart closes. I hop in the next one. Like I said, there are times where it's going to come down here. You might need to create a stop loss, but 80% of the time, 75% of the time, I know I dropped the number by 5%, it will go back in that direction if the market keeps pushing. Okay? So, take this, use this, trade for fun. This is for educational purposes only. A little bit of play. Y'all take it easy. Have a blessed one. Stay blessed.